Welcome to a brief history of futsal. I'm a football and futsal coach and former player for Sport London Benfica futsal team. We won the Futsal Fives back-to-back before playing in the UK Southern Nationals League. But before all of that, in 2006, I saw an advert that introduced me to futsal.
And now something I found to remind you how it should be. When you are a kid, it's easy. You are not afraid to try, to dare. You do it just because you like it. So my advice to you is never grow up, my friends.
Early on in my research, I kept coming across a term called Ginga. The term is an African term, said to be created by Master Bimba at a time where Africans were sent to Brazil into slavery. Capoeira was used as a form of self-defense. Master Bimba called the rhythm of the movement within capoeira Zinga, which is why some futsal players look like they are dancing with the ball at their feet. In 1930, a man from Argentina by the name of Professor Juan Carlos Siriani created futsal in Uruguay. At the time of its creation, it was called Football de Salon, which translates to football indoors. He took the number of players from basketball and the length of the match. He then took the goalkeeping rules from water polo and combined this with the pitch size and dimension from handball along with the size of the goals. He is also credited with creating the pesada bola, which is the heavier ball used within futsal. The sport then travelled with former colleague João Lutofu to his homeland, Brazil, where the game was further evolved. Contrary to belief, futsal was not created by the Americans. Playing 11v11 indoors does not constitute as futsal. Footballing legends such as Rivellino, Zico, Socrates, Maradona, and Pele all played futsal as children. The first Futsal World Cup took place in Sao Paulo, Brazil, 1982, with Brazil defeating Paraguay in the final. This tournament was organised by the governing body, the FIFA USA. Within 3 years, 2 more governing bodies and another World Cup was held in Madrid, Spain in 1985. Following the failed attempted merger between the FIFA USA and FIFA by a certain Sepp Blatter, FIFA held its first World Cup in Rotterdam in 1989, which turned out to be a success. The main stumbling block between the two organisations was an argument over the name, Football des Salons, which is owned by the FIFA USA. FIFA now only use the term futsal because of this reason. The man on the left is Simon Clifford, a true UK futsal pioneer. Ridiculed by this man whilst at Southampton Football Club. But yet he had this man, a World Cup winner, endorsing his methods and even playing 45 minutes for him at Garford Town. In 2003, England appointed Graham Dell as the England futsal manager. This was a 5-year period of humbling defeats and generally just being the futsal world's communal whipping boys. In 2008, Peter Sturgis took over and is slowly getting better results with what looks like limited resources provided by the English FA. There are now under-21s and under-19 futsal squads for England. There is also a Futsal 5s League and a Nationals League, which is broken up into Northern, Midlands and Southern. The facilities in the UK are getting better, which is good for the game, but only time will tell. And that was a brief history of futsal.
El balón de nuevo para Fukin, se prepara de nuevo el cambio en el banquillo ruso. Ahí está Fukin, la cesión atrás para Gustavo, ha salido bien ahora ese balón sobre Pula, viene a taparle rápido, no puede disparar, el gol de Rusia ha marcado Pula, a falta de 6 minutos acaba de marcar. Juega Quique, lo hace para Jordi Torra, de nuevo para Quique, bueno para Sergio Lozano, el disparo. ¡Gol! ¡Gol de España! ¡Gol de España! ¡Impresionante gol de Sergio Lozano!
Hombre, sí.
Su primer gol en este europeo ya ha llegado justo en el momento.
Tenía que llegar, hombre.